The secret sauce is...
Here's the deal, if you're going to star in Top Gun Maverick, you better be ripped.
The pressure of the football scene was legitimately more anxiety-inducing, but I would say that if you haven't experienced like 7.5, 8, 9 Gs, it's a rough day.
Top Gun Maverick is the follow-up to the 1986 classic. This time around, $170 million budget. It's almost made $1.5 billion. $1.5 billion. Go on, Tom.
It was a dream of mine. I wanted to make movies. I wanted to fly airplanes, and I wanted to make movies. I was doing 2 of the 3.
And almost making $1.5 billion. I hope Tom Cruise, Miles Teller, and Glen Powell have had 1 or 2 cheat meals. You've earned it, lads.
Just trying to dehydrate. Your body's been deprived of sugar and sodium and all these things.
So Glen Powell was already in shape, but he needed to shred down to star in Top Gun Maverick. And as always, they didn't have much time. It's like, check your diaries every single time. Look, if you're a movie star, maintenance is going to be your friend.
We had a very short space of time, a very finite unit of time to achieve a certain look in very, very specific postures, poses, the money shot. So it was just hell for leather to maximize that.
Let's talk the iconic beach volleyball scene. They had to film it twice, apparently. They joked that it was a lack of oil.
More sweat.
But actually, it was a lack of muscles, wasn't it? Let's just call it what it is.
I actually don't know why Joe wanted to reshoot that scene. I don't remember what it was about. Oil. Yeah, it wasn't
enough sweat.
Sweat, yeah. So we had to get some coconut oil.
So for the iconic beach volleyball scene, they filmed it, celebrated by just hitting the cheat meals hard, as you would, and then found out they had to reshoot the whole thing. That right there is sabotage. Hey, Tom, have a word.
Usually after those moments, you can kind of relax a little bit. The beach football scene, we did it, and we were all so happy. And then I go out and like I'm having some beers, but I ate a bunch of cake, and then yeah, we got a call a couple weeks later that we had to reshoot it, and I was just so upset.
I just remember the crushing feeling that we all felt when we heard we had to reshoot it, because we also were going into the holidays, and so everyone wanted to eat. Plus you have whatever holiday meals, and then we had to go back to this scene afterwards, after we had all been working out and dieting for months. That was just no.
Glen Powell was a sweaty mess in the gym. Let's get into his workout. It was trap bar deadlifts at 3 sets, 8 reps, chest supported incline dumbbell rows, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, dumbbell chest press, 3 sets, 6 to 8 reps, weighted pull-ups, 3 sets to failure, weighted push-ups, 3 sets to failure, hanging knee raises, 3 sets, 10 to 12 reps, weighted rope pulls, and weighted sled push and pulls.
You're not trying to create massive muscles. You can't create massive muscles in that amount of time, but you can create detail by getting people leaner, sharper. Certain muscles can be fuller in a relatively short space of time.
Let's talk Glen Powell's diet, and there was 0 maths. There was no calorie counting whatsoever. It's like biggest movie of his career, gonna be working alongside the legend that is ripped Tom Cruise, and yet he was just freestyling it. A bit of this, a bit of that. That right there is movie star confidence. My fitness pal? Nah, don't need it, mate.
Glenn was too busy to micromanage his diet. Put your diet in the app, I'm gonna track this, I'm gonna track your food, I'm gonna play around with the calories. With Glenn, that was not gonna happen.
Now remember, Glen Powell is a movie star. That means he has, and they all seem to have it, coincidence, he has movie star genetics.
Glenn's got good genetics as well.
So Glen Powell was eating 3 to 4 times a day on a higher protein diet, and they would lower carbs to control calories.
He takes his top of them, bam!
For supplements, Glen Powell was having estro support, that's an anti-inflammatory, a leucine intra-workout drink, glutamine, creatine, and a plant-based protein shake. He also loves the magnesium. He hits the magnesium hard.
I love to sleep. If you want to go to bed, have a really, really solid night's sleep, calm magnesium. If you're not sleeping, life's just not as good. Magnesium also helps for recovery, like if you're doing really crazy workouts, like on Top Gun. If you get sore, magnesium's the perfect thing to help recovery.
Hey look, if you like this, check out the Miles Teller Top Gun Body Transformation. There's a link in the description. Along with the Hollywood movie star program, you need to get on it to get in your best shape yet. And there's more videos on the screen to get tapping, subscribe, comment, and like for more.